Have you ever looked at someone in power and thought, how on earth did this fool end up in charge? You're not alone. History and modern life is full of leaders who seem dangerously unqualified. But here's the shocking part. There might be a reason they got there, and it's not random. In fact, a man in 16th century Italy predicted this exact pattern. Niccolò Machiavelli, the controversial political thinker behind The Prince, is often misunderstood. Many people think he was simply promoting manipulation and cruelty. But in reality, he was doing something deeper. He was diagnosing how power actually works, not how it should. And what he discovered is disturbing. Incompetence, overconfidence, and even moral emptiness can be advantages in the pursuit of power. Today, modern psychology is proving him right. Let's explore why foolish people so often rise to the top, while the intelligent and ethical remain on the sidelines. 1. Perception beats reality. Machiavelli famously wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." In power, image matters more than substance. People don't choose leaders by evaluating their actual competence. They choose the ones who look the part. We reward boldness, certainty, and charisma, even when it hides ignorance. And psychology confirms this. Studies show that overconfident people are more likely to be seen as leaders, even if they're wrong. This is the Dunning-Kruger Effect in action. The less someone knows, the more likely they are to overestimate their ability. And when that overconfidence is mistaken for vision or strength, they get promoted, while the cautious, thoughtful, and intelligent are passed over. 2. The network of incompetence Machiavelli also observed another pattern. Weak leaders surround themselves with even weaker people to avoid being challenged. This creates what researchers now call institutionalized incompetence, a system where loyalty matters more than skill. Think of corrupt regimes, failing companies, or political parties that push out experts in favor of flatterers. It's not just bad luck, it's a survival strategy. 3. The ethics problem. There's another reason the intelligent often fall behind: morals. Machiavelli wrote that a ruler must learn how not to be good. People who think deeply tend to develop ethical principles, and that holds them back when competing against those willing to lie, cheat, or manipulate. In other words, if you're not willing to play dirty, you're at a disadvantage in a game that often rewards ruthlessness. 4. We crave certainty, not truth. Psychologically, we're drawn to people who speak in absolutes, who promise simple solutions. But the truth? Reality is complex. Experts speak in probabilities, fools speak in slogans, and slogans win elections. Even smart people fall into this trap. A Yale study found that people used their math skills to defend what they already believed, not to seek truth. Intelligence doesn't always protect us. Sometimes it just makes us better at justifying our bias. So, what do we do with this uncomfortable truth? First, we can start by recognizing these patterns. When someone sounds too confident, too simple, or too certain, question it. Support leaders who show humility, not just bravado. And, most importantly, examine your own assumptions. Power doesn't always go to the best. It often goes to the bold. Before you go, I invite you to continue the journey beyond this video. In the description, you'll find a few carefully chosen links, tools and resources that I either use myself or believe to be useful. If you found this video thought-provoking, drop a comment if you've seen this dynamic play out in your own school workplace, or community. And if you want to keep exploring the psychology and philosophy of power, subscribe. We're just getting started.